Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Before this video starts, I just want to give a shout out to, of course, my wonderful members, Levi OC, Vanilla Beans, Spacey Demoto, The Survivor Sans Viewer Voting, Plush Anime Game Adventures, Jesse HOH, The Battle of Paper Official, Enchanted Stones, and Unknown ETN, as well as Jose the Anime Fanatic 2005. Thank you all so much for the extra support. Anyways, back to the video.
And even now blue is always here, and even now blue it shines so clear. I don't need a prayer or even words to say. No matter what I do, I'll never reach your answer. Colors of summer are seeds on my heart, and rolling right down from my cheeks is the sound of love to start. Words have you are stuck, it just feels like a curse that I can't contain. Will the two of us meet again? I wish I told you back then. My hands will feel white to red as time flies with this galaxy so fast about me.
Hey YouTube, it is I, TDI Fan 2024, and welcome to another video. Now, you're probably wondering, what is this? Why am I doing another tier list video? What for? Well, as some of you guys may have known, well, I've been doing this for a while now throughout the year, but I was doing a whole total drama binge, right? I was trying to binge through all the seasons, get a refresh of all the seasons, of course, all the episodes, so that I can do an official great total drama ranking at the end. But it's going to be multiple rankings, character rankings, season rankings, winner rankings, all that jazz. But before I get ahead of myself, there are still 2 seasons I have yet to watch. Or again, anyway. I've seen them when they dropped, but I haven't seen them more than once. And I feel like I have to see them more than once since I'm doing it with all the other seasons. And those are, of course, the 2023 reboot seasons. And, of course, recently in the States, they were dropping an episode week by week of season 1. And last week, they just dropped the finale. I saw it again. And, of course, I have to admit, season 1 was a lot better than I thought it was when I first saw it. When I first saw it, I thought it was good, but not like the best. After a rewatch, I have to admit, I do like season 1 a lot more than I used to. So, of course, without further ado, it's time to do the character rankings for season 1 of the reboot. Now, Chris and Chef aren't here, but if I were to place them, I think I'd put Chef in A tier and Chris in S tier. Obviously, like this reboot season made me appreciate these two a lot more, especially since they were really degraded in the last 2 seasons, All Stars and Pacateo. Like, they were really not great in those seasons. So I'm glad that we got to see a better Chris and Chef, like from the first gen of Total Drama, which is great. And honestly, this season is probably one of their best seasons, I will admit. That's why Chris is an S tier and Chef is an A tier. Like, they're really great this season, and I just loved the dynamic. And I'm glad they gave Chef even more to do, just like from season 2. So that was awesome. I'm glad to see Chef getting an upgrade. He's now co-host, so that's even better. And of course, the Chris new voice actor. I'm still not really used to it. I mean, I don't hate it, so like I'm fine with it. But of course, it's no Christian Potenza. But we all know that. Anyways, now let's get on with the character ranking. So here we go. This is only based on the first batch of, because some people just call it all one season with the 26 episodes, but I'm going to refer to it as season 1 and 2. So this is just how I thought of them in the first season. I'm not going to let my season 2 bias get into some of these characters. So yeah, that's how I'll be ranking them for this video. Let's start with Axel, since she's at the very top. Now, Axel, yeah, she wasn't great this season. But then again, she also wasn't great in season 2. Well, she was a bit better, but this is just for her first season. At least she was a much better character in this season when it comes to her personality. So I will give her that. I'm not going to leave her an F tier. I'd say C is good. C is good for Axel. I wish we could have saw a lot more of her this season, but she was the second boot, so what can you do with that? Now, Bowie. Bowie's next. Obviously, Bowie, he carried this season, honestly. He's probably the best character when it comes to season 1, and I know a lot of people would not disagree with that, because Bowie, he nailed. He was a true total drama contestant. He's one of the goats. That's I gotta put him in S tier. He was great. Not gonna lie, after watching the first season, I would love to see him win rather than Priya. But I, of course, did not dislike Priya as a winner. But I would have loved to see Bowie win. Not gonna lie, after rewatching this season, like all of his moments were just great. So S tier for me with Bowie. Now Caleb, the first boot. Obviously, he's got to go in D tier. I mean, he was the first one out. Didn't see much of him. Honestly, he was really shocking to be the first boot. I don't think anyone would have guessed Caleb to be the first boot of this season, yet he was. And I'm glad he got a little, like, cocky in the finale. He made some snarky remarks to everybody else for voting him off. But still, it was just the first episode, which he barely did anything in that episode, and the finale, which he still barely did anything, but at least he got some dialogue. So D tier will be going to Caleb. He was probably the worst character this season. I mean, he was the first boot, so it is what it is. Now Chase. I know Chase has his fans, and he also has people who do not like Chase at all. Rightfully so. Of course, he's done some messed up stuff, but as a character, Chase is just so good. Like, he's a really funny character. All of his scenes crack me up. Chase is going to A tier for me. He's honestly a really funny character. And, I mean, come on, what's not to like about him? His personality, and of course, his whole thing with Emma wasn't really great, and it did not end well at all. But Chase as a character, like, I liked his moments with him and Z and him and Ripper, like with his bros. So those moments, and of course Chase being Chase, were what really carried this character in this season. So he's going to A tier for me. He's just such a funny character. Now Damien. So season 1 Damien, honestly he was a hit or miss. I feel like I didn't really like him until the episode that he got eliminated, so that really sucked. He was kind of just there at the first couple of episodes, so honestly, I'm gonna put him in B because I don't like him, in this season I didn't like him as so much compared to other characters, but I didn't dislike him either. I just wished he got to do a lot more. I know season 2 changed that, but this is just season 1. I'm gonna leave it in B. I think B is a good ranking for him. Now Emma. Not gonna lie, Emma was actually pretty funny this season. I did enjoy her for some parts. Like, as a character, she's definitely low on my list. But this season, I mean, like, she did pretty good. She was a pretty good character. You have to admit, she did great in some challenges. So I'm gonna put her in B as well. I'll put her above Damien because at least she did a lot more. And yeah, I feel like this was a pretty good season for Emma. Now, Julia, the Heather, if you will. Obviously, she did a lot. I can't put her anywhere below A, so she's going in A for sure. As a character, she's a great antagonist, that's for sure, but I still never really cared for her. I mean, like, she's no Heather or anything, so I think A is good for her. And of course, like, at least we had a good antagonist for once in total drama. Now, Millie, the character that got carried quite a bit. Like, even Priya admitted that she was carrying Millie in, like, the finale. So honestly, she's going to C tier. There wasn't really much for me to say about her because she was just also kind of there. The only big thing that happened was her dynamic with Priya, and of course how that almost went to, like, garbage, I guess. I don't even know what to say, but it almost went down horribly due to Bowie exposing her and what she was writing about the contestants and all, especially Priya. But yeah, as a character, she's just kind of there. I'm honestly just really shocked why she even made it to the freaking finale. I'm just glad she wasn't in top 2. So yeah, I think C tier is good. I'll put her above Axel because of course she did a lot more than Axel, but she's just there. I don't really have much to say about Millie. And this is all just my personal opinion, by the way. I should have said that in the beginning. MK. MK is a really interesting character for sure. This season, she did quite a lot. I mean, like, she was able to hack into one of Julia's phones, I believe, and she was able to see the confessionals and stuff. That was pretty cool. And at least she had a decent elimination. Like, at least it made sense why she got the boot. I'd say she'd be in B tier. I'd probably put her above Emma and Damien. I think that's where I'd put MK. She was a pretty interesting character this season. And honestly, I would have loved to see her make it far. Well, season 2, if you know what I mean. Anyways, Julia, not Julia, what's her name? Nichelle. Nichelle is quite the complex character, if you will. Yeah, I'm honestly gonna put her in D tier, because she was also kind of there. I mean, sure, she was like a celebrity and all, but the way they handled her elimination was not great. To be honest, it was not great, and I never really cared for her at the beginning, anyways. So D tier is probably where I'd leave her. Priya, the winner of the first season. Priya is great. She was a great character here. She's also going to S. Probably, I don't think I'd put her above Bowie, but she's definitely an S tier character. She was great. And sure, her win was kind of obvious at this point from the start. Like, she's the only character who actually trained for this, so no wonder why she won. But hey, she's still a great character. I liked her dynamic with everybody, and it was great. Now, who's next? Raj. Raj, he was a funny character, and him coming out was pretty nice. But that was pretty much it. There's nothing really more to say about Raj's character other than those two things. Him with Bowie and his dynamic with Wayne, which is just great. The Hockey Bros are just great overall. I'd say he's definitely in B tier. I'd probably put him above Damien. Actually, I don't think I'd put him above Emma. Or should I? I like him more as a character, but he did not do as much compared to Emma, so I'll probably just put him below Emma for now. But as a character, I definitely prefer him over Emma. But I think that's where I'd put Raj. He's pretty good. B tier. Now, Ripper. Ripper was really annoying. Probably the most annoying character in this entire season. He definitely overstayed his welcome. I'm shocked he made it to the final 8. Right? I think it was the final 8. Yeah, I'm shocked. But he also had his moments. Like, he wasn't a bad character for sure. I'd say C, top of C. That's probably where I put Ripper. Honestly, he's a pretty decent character, but he definitely overstayed his welcome. And there was a lot of disgusting moments with him. But I know that's like that whole point of his character or anything, but still, didn't really like those moments. Anyways, now down to 3. Scary Girl, also known as Lauren. Honestly, overrated as heck. That's just my opinion. But this season, she had a lot of really cool moments. Like, all the creepy stuff that happened with her. So I'd say I'd put her at the bottom of B. But I will admit she was still overrated as heck. And yeah, there's nothing really to say. She got out pretty early. And yeah, I don't even know what else to say. Scary Girl was there. And she had some cool moments. That's why she's in B tier. Now I got Wayne. Wayne, who of course is like the better character between him and Raj, but they're both great nonetheless. Yeah, Wayne was really funny. He had a lot of great moments here too. Of course, season 2, he was a lot better, but this is season 1. And I'd probably put him right where I put Raj, but he's like above Raj. Yeah, that's probably where... Actually, you know what? Him being so supportive was really good, too. I think I put him on top of B. That's where I'd put Wayne. Yeah. He was a really good character this season as well. And last but not least, Z. Say what you want about Z. Say, you can call him overrated. You can call him a bad character. Say whatever you want. Z carried his scenes this season. Z was a really funny character. He's going to S. Z was such a delight to see. Yeah, I'm a Z stan. I don't care what you guys say. Z was such a delight. I loved all of his moments this season. If it wasn't for Z, I wouldn't have cracked up as much. Z and Chase, and of course the Hockey Bros. Their scenes were all great, and Z was such a great character. Sure, he's an idiot. Sure, he did not deserve to win. But you have to admit, for a side character, Z is definitely one of the GOATs. And honestly, for season 3, fingers crossed if there even is going to be a season 3, Z, I would love to see him make it to the finale. Like, imagine if Z actually made it to the finale. Hey, if Owen can do it, Z can do it, right? Come on. Z is kind of like the Owen here when it comes to how chill and laid back he is. Sure, Ripper is more like Owen, but Z, when it comes to how chill and laid back Owen is, that's pretty much Z. And Z is even more chill and laid back. Z was just such a great character to see. I loved all of his moments. He didn't overstay his welcome or anything. Of course, the moment he got out, I think we all knew it was coming. So it is what it is. But just imagine if Z made it to the finale in the next season. That would be so hilarious. and it would just be awesome. Z is definitely one of my favorite characters in this entire cast. I mean, come on, he's an S tier for crying out loud. So, yeah, what's not to love about Z? He was great this season, and I'm just glad he's here. And there you go. Here's my tier list for season 1, not season 2. I'll probably... Should I do another tier list for season 2? I already did one when I first saw it, so I'm not really sure. But, yeah, those are my thoughts for this season. And here's how I would rank the characters. Now I'll give the time to you. What do you guys think of the first reboot season of Total Drama? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you glad Total Drama is back? Would you love to see more? Let me know in the comments. Who are your favorite characters? Who are your least favorite characters? And all that jazz. With that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon, since this would most likely be my last tier list ranking video for Total Drama, since I already made one for season 2. Expect me to make the ranking video soon. All I gotta do is rewatch season 2, and then we'll be good to go. Unless if you guys want me to do another tier list ranking for season 2, I'm completely fine with that, because you never know, maybe I'll have different takes on some of the characters than from my first watch of that season. Let me know in the comments as well if you'd like to see that. And as always, hopefully you guys are having this an interesting day and night. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Expect some juicy Total Drama content coming your way pretty soon as well, because I think I'm just going to have to watch season 2 like now. I don't even know when they'll air season 2, or if they'll even air season 2 on Cartoon Network. I have no idea. So I might as well just watch it however I can just to get it over with. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. And this is TDI Fan 2024 signing off. Peace.